So first of all, if you want to see how I did this smoky eye look, I did a tutorial for it. The link will be in this video in the corner where it says last video, I think in this corner, and it will also be in the description box, so please go check that out. But this video is going to be telling you how I became a certified makeup artist, because this has been requested by several people, and I didn't actually think to do it until people started requesting it, so I hope this is helpful for some people, or if you just want to know, it interests you. So I became certified in general makeup artistry, just, wedding makeup, photo shoots, black and white, natural, night, that kind of thing, like knowing all that kind of makeup. I became certified in that September 18th, 2010. I'm pretty sure it was 8 weeks. I don't know why I don't remember right now. Pretty sure it was 8 weeks, and it would be every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for those 8 weeks. So 40 hours. 5 times 8, 40. Yes. So it was 8 weeks, 40 hours, and it was 5 hours each Saturday. So it took a couple months. And during the class, we would take notes on what we were learning that day, maybe the supplies we needed, techniques we could do. We would get various handouts like different eye shapes, different face shapes, how to put certain makeup on them. And then towards the end of the class, we'd do, technique stuff. We would actually practice things. Like today, we would practice natural looks. The next week, we would practice night looks or dramatic looks. Wedding makeup, all that kind of stuff. And that went on for 8 weeks. And then the last day was our final exam, which was a written portion. So we had to actually know some info, and I got an A on that. The second part was technique, and that was the hands-on part. And we had to do 3 looks. We had to start with the bare face, of course, on our model, and then we had to do a natural day look. Then we had to keep that makeup and turn it into a more dramatic night look. And then once that was done, and through this process we take pictures for our portfolio, of course. And then once that was done, wipe the whole face off again. And now we have to do a fantasy makeup look. And I chose to do Lady Gaga's Poker Face music video look, where she has the really nice skin and then really white eyeshadow, big lashes, all that type of stuff. And I remember the hardest thing for me to master throughout the whole class was applying false lashes. Not so much the individual. The individual was actually a lot easier when you really think about it. You think it's not going to be, but it was. The strip lashes really killed me. I would get glue all over the place, and I'd have to practice so much because then it would dry and it would look really bad. So, but I got it, so yay. So that was that class, and I obviously got certified and passed. And what I found was, not to be cocky or anything, but I think going into this class, because it was only a class of 8 people, I thought I was the person who actually knew the most from day one. Because I had been on here for years, learning, watching videos, researching, doing all this stuff, practicing on myself. So I actually knew what they meant by stipple brush and eyelash glue and, I don't know, just all the different terms, how to apply, how to blend, how to contour, all that kind of stuff I already knew. I mean, yes, I needed a little more practice on certain things, and all that stuff, but the second week of classes, I was the person chosen to apply makeup on the teacher, and I was just yes, because that was pretty cool, So I just feel like going in, I had such an advantage from learning so much on this wonderful YouTube community. I mean, there's so much you can learn on here. You can become a makeup artist without being certified, just by learning on YouTube and practicing. It's just, I wanted that certificate so I could go out and freelance with it. So that was that, and The class cost, I think, around $800, somewhere around that. And within that, you got like the tuition, and then a shirt, like a t-shirt you wear every week to class, and your kit, like your starter kit. And we had to add some things within the first few weeks to that, like a color wheel, because we learned about the color wheel and all that stuff, but you got a lot in that. So I hope that answers all your questions about my first makeup class. Now, then I went to the same place. I went to Brio Academy of Cosmetology. They have, I think, around 10 locations in Connecticut, and I think one in Massachusetts. And that's where I went for my makeup classes. I really recommend them. I think I learned a lot, and it was really fun and good quality. I liked the teachers a lot. I had 2 different teachers. Or no, 3 actually, because for my first makeup class, there was one day she had to be out. So they're all really great and know what they're talking about. For my second class, I was certified in theatrical makeup artistry January 3rd, 2012, so just like 3 months ago, 3-4 months ago. And that's obviously, you know, that's the gunshot wounds and the bruises and the scars and the blood and the gore and like all this really cool stuff. And so that was a really exciting class to take. Now this was the class that was more difficult for me because this time I didn't go in knowing much at all. Everything that I got in the makeup kit was basically brand new to me. You know, the wax, the fake blood, the latex. I had never, the liquid latex, I had never used things like these ever before. Some things I had never heard of, but I got some really good stuff, and I remember the first day was actually the easiest for me, and that was because we did gunshot wounds on our hands, and I'll actually insert a picture right here. That was actually one of the easiest days for me for some reason, because I just really like kind of knew what I was doing. Like I didn't, but I caught on, and I think it came out really cool. Stuff like the aging takes a long time. You really wouldn't know until like you're in it, because you have to do thin layers of latex, stretch it out, hold the model, fan it off, and then you gotta do that like 10 more times. And if you have to do it on a wide surface, I mean, this is why they say there are some people who are in a makeup chair for 8 hours, 12 hours before a movie, and it's crazy, but it's also really, really cool, and it's different. So that class went on for 8 weeks as well, and that was 2 nights a week. That was Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5:30 to 9 p.m. And so I was doing this at the end of my first semester of college and then during my winter break. And I don't know, it was just fun. I brought Dylan a couple times and did some different looks on him that I think came out really good. I did this one look where I made him into like a news reporter, and he looks really funny, but like I can't even describe it. I made his hair and his facial hair really pop out and stand out, and he looks a lot older, and so he kind of looks like a middle-aged news anchor, and I really like how it came out. But, so you do stuff like that, you do some pretend stuff, you do some not so pretend stuff, like you learn how to just do male makeup, you know? I kind of went overboard with him, making him a little more fantasy to what he actually looks like, but we also learned how to just lightly fill in the beard hair and make them look flawless, but make them look natural like a man. And you know, so there was a lot of variety, and I really thought it was fun, and it was a different experience, and I really hope I can work more with it someday in my professional life. This class was around $800 or $900 as well for the tuition. another t-shirt and the makeup kit, which I think was a really good makeup kit. We got Ben Nye products, and I really like them. And yeah, so I hope that answers a lot of your questions. I liked basically all of it. There wasn't a lot I disliked, other than like the liquid latex smells really bad. Sometimes holding the model, stretching out the skin so like the wrinkles kind of accentuate, that can be taxing. You know, it could take a long time, but I basically enjoyed all of it because this is my passion. This is what I want to do with my life, and I really hope that these 2 certificates take me somewhere. And you know, I've posted my profile several places, my business cards several places. I've tried a lot of different stuff. It's just freelancing is really hard to get into. So if anyone has any tips, let me know, because I'd really appreciate them. But that is my becoming a certified makeup artist story with both my classes I took. And I hope you guys enjoyed it and got a little something from it. And yeah, so if it sounds like something you're interested in, definitely check out your local cosmetology school. One thing I'm going to tell you is it's really hard to find a school that will just do makeup. I mean, maybe if you're in California, you're good, but around here, all the cosmetology schools except Brio would do everything. Like, you had to go for a year, do hair, nails, makeup, all that stuff combined, and I wasn't going to spend $20,000 on something I, first of all, didn't want to do. And hair, I mean, if you've been following me for a while, you know I hate doing hair. I just like makeup. So this was really a good alternative, and I'm really happy that I got to do it. So thanks for joining me for this video. I hope you got something from this video and it was entertaining. I know it's probably really long, but I wanted to explain everything so the people who requested would get full satisfaction, and I hope you did. So like this video if it was of help to you or interesting. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.